Hey everyone, happy Monday. I wanted to hop on here today and tell you what the shocking truth is about those random messages that you're receiving asking if you're open to working online. I wanted to talk about that a little bit today because about 4 years ago, I was working in a salon. I worked, 10, 12-hour days, 4 days a week. And then I'd work on the weekends doing weddings. And I was approached by many people. Many clients came and sat in my chair and asked if I was open to, they didn't even ask if I was open. They'd asked if I wanted to make some more money. Do I want to make some more money? Do I want to start a side hustle? Do I want to try their products? Like, people asked me in person all the time. Here was my reaction. No, thank you. I'm fine. No, thank you. I'm good. No, thank you. I'm not interested. But really, the truth of the matter was, I didn't have enough information to make a decision. I said no because how was I going to make any more money? I was already working 40 hours a week. I was also very, very busy with my husband, with traveling, doing the things that I love. What would I have to give up to do that, right? Like, that's a little crazy. And so I said no. Now, the way that this works, or the way that business is changing, is that we're starting to use online a lot more than we use offline. So I don't know if you remember, like, your mom ever going to a Tupperware party. Tupperware has an incredible brand. They're really, really great kitchen tools, and they've been around for years and years and years and years and years. Well, Tupperware has stayed a direct sales company because they can take charge of their product. They can make a superior product to one that is maybe sold in the grocery store. This is something that I learned when I was a hairstylist, that, you're not always buying the product that you think you're buying. I went to school at Aveda. I absolutely loved Aveda. And their products were green. They were zero impact, and I absolutely love that. Well, over the course of the last 10 years, that company has been bought out by Procter & Gamble, and all of the ingredients, what they used to stand for, is not their brand anymore. So they are still trying to get by on what their initial brand was. And I truly believe in finding a good product, or finding something that I love, that has integrity, that I know isn't going to change. I know people are not going to crap out on the ingredients and give me something that's cheaper to make more, to get rid of their bottom line and to make more money. So when people are sending you a message asking you if you're open to a product or a service, number one, they're asking if you're open. Now, for 2 years, I wasn't open. I said no. I'm wearing this shirt, So Damn Lucky, because the irony of it all is that it has nothing to do with luck. It's actually seeking opportunities. I watched a really great motivational video by Ashton Kutcher, actually, talking about seeking opportunities and creating your own life. It was an acceptance speech at the Teen Choice Awards. It was really, really cool, actually. And it's not about getting lucky. It's about creating the life that you want. Now, I wasn't open. I wasn't open for 2 years. I said no, I rolled my eyes, I wasn't open. But what most people don't understand is that your life will change every 3 to 6 months. It'll change every 3 to 6 months. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's kids. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your partner's health. Maybe it's family members' health. Maybe something will shift and change every 3 to 6 months. So for us, after saying no and rolling our eyes for 2 years, being skeptics, I finally, having a terrible, terrible shoulder injury late into my pregnancy, that I had to stop work early. Good morning, Tina. I had to stop work early. I physically could not work anymore, and I was terrified that I wouldn't be able to work after the baby. Then having my baby and realizing I was going to have to give up singing her to sleep at night, or family functions, or going to the lake, or going camping, or doing the things that we love. I was going to have to give up all of that. My life shifted. All of a sudden, I was open. So when you get a message from somebody, number one, we don't do this the old school way anymore. We don't host parties. We don't get together in person. Like, people are busy. Their lives are busy, and what we want is convenience. So there's a reason that Amazon is one of the biggest businesses in the entire world, because people want convenience. My husband, it's really funny, he went to Victoria last week. I went to Nanaimo last week to look for furniture for our vacation rental. We came up empty. nothing. Like, we both came home with nothing, and we ended up ordering on Amazon and having it conveniently shipped to us. And I said, like, why do we even bother going out? Why do we even bother trying to go find stuff out when we can have the convenience of going online, finding what we want from many different vendors and getting it sent to us, right? Like, it just makes sense. And the thing is, you may receive one of these messages that says, are you open to making money online? Are you this? Your life might be great right now, and you might not be open. You might roll your eyes like I did for 2 years. I'm kicking myself in the butt that I didn't start asking questions, because I'd be a millionaire by now. I'm working on it right now, but I would be an absolute millionaire by now if I'd started 2 years prior. I rolled my eyes and was skeptical, and that bad attitude of not seeking opportunity and staying comfortable where I was, even though we were living paycheck to paycheck, we didn't know how we were going to get ahead, we didn't know how we were going to live a bigger life, or move out to the country like we had dreams of, which we now live here in the country. So we decided that when I had this really bad shoulder injury and couldn't work, and then I had my daughter and life just changed for me, that I was willing to give it a shot. I said no every single time somebody asked me about their product or their service. I said no every single time, because I was comfortable where I was. My life shifted, and yours will at some point too. And so when you receive a message like that, the truth is, this is how business is being done now. It's not walking through a grocery store or walking through the mall and setting up a kiosk. It's everything is being done online. And if you have somebody that's reaching out to you and asking you about an opportunity to make money online, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, I'm telling you, being with this business for 1 year changed our lives. Absolutely changed our lives. And if somebody didn't ask me, if somebody didn't continue to ask me, we would not be here. We would not be a stay-at-home family living in our dream home in the country with our daughter, having the freedom and flexibility to travel and doing the things that we love on a daily basis. I wouldn't have that. And I also, this is the best I've ever felt in my life. This is the best shape I've ever been in. My weight management is totally taken care of. My nutrition is taken care of. My family is healthy. We rarely get sick. Like, this is huge for us. If I don't share that with people, I'm doing people a total disservice. Now, you might not be open. You might totally dismiss it and say, get lost and whatever. And that's fine, because that's where you are right now in your life. But things may shift and change just like they did for myself. And all of a sudden, it's not a bad idea. You can be, when you have somebody reach out to you, it could be somebody that is working 2 jobs and can barely make ends meet. And this is just another stream of income so that they don't have to go on welfare. It could be a mom or a dad that wants to be stay at home with their kids and provide a better life for their kids than going to work, a job that they hate, and putting their kids in daycare and getting someone else to raise them. It could be that they're trying to better their life. And I understand that you're being inundated with these requests, but all I'm saying is that being open and being kind, right? Like, maybe it's not for you right now, but just say, it's not for me right now. In 6 months, in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, it may be the key, like it was for us, to being a stay-at-home family, to giving our daughter the more love, care, and attention than we ever could have before working 2 jobs. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Lacey. It could be that you are upping the game and changing the legacy of your family, because now we've been able to create an income that our families couldn't create, and now we can take care of them afterwards. It's ludicrous that we say no, or we're angry that people are reaching out offering an opportunity like this, because it will change the game if you just ask the questions and find out what you're saying no to. So many times people say no and dismiss it, when this is the very, very, very thing that they need to change the game. This is the thing that they need to make that extra $500 a month so that they don't go bankrupt and have to leave their house or sell their car. This is the extra $500 a month that they can spend on gas and groceries and not have to worry about going to the grocery store and saying, can I have the name brand mustard, or do I have to buy the regular, like, no name brand? Like, these are the things that people think about when they're living paycheck to paycheck and don't have that extra money. Now, For us, we wanted freedom. We wanted time freedom. We wanted to be able to travel and work from anywhere and not have an alarm clock and be able to do the things that we love to do. There's not many people. My husband, I just saw him take off in the quad, we cleared 2 acres. We're putting in an orchard. My husband, who's a career bartender, is going to make cider, which is so cool. And it will be a give back kind of company where we will give a portion of the cider to a nonprofit charity. We have the ability to follow our heart and pour our love and passion into projects now because we have the money and we have the time. And the thing is that when you say no, that's fine because it's just not the right time for you. But there may be a time. There may be, like 2 years later, there was a time for me that I needed this. I wanted this. I was willing to throw all my cautions and all my skepticism to the wind and go all in on something that was going to change my life and change the lifestyle of my family and the legacy of my family. So think about it this way. When somebody reaches out to you, not only are they trying to better their lives, but they truly believe in what they're offering you. They wouldn't be reaching out. They would not have the confidence to reach out if they didn't truly believe that this was going to help you or change the game. Number 2, business is being done differently now. So instead of having parties, instead of walking through the mall, instead of going and setting up kiosks, all things that you can do, we use online. Why? Because I can sit here in my shorts and t-shirt on a sunny patio and reach out to hundreds of people. There are millions and millions and millions of people using social media, Facebook, Instagram. You're being sold to in sponsored ads all the time. Why would we not be part of that game? Why would we not put our cards on the table and say, hey, you're seeing this, this, and this, but here's what I have to offer. It might not be for you, and that is okay. I don't walk into every store and buy something. There's a lot of stores I don't even walk into because I'm not interested, right? People approach me about nail stickers. People approach me about leggings. People approach me about cooking. They obviously don't know that I don't cook in the house, but they approach me with all of these other things that I don't have a need or necessity for. However, I am very interested in my health and wellness. I'm very interested in feeling good and looking good, which is something that we teach Izzy. How are you doing today, Izzy? Feeling good, looking good. Awesome. And, it's something that now I have a huge passion for helping other people, mainly stay-at-home moms that want to feel good and look good and make an income while they're with their kids. I get to help them live a life that they are in love with. I get to help moms who at their corporate jobs, sitting there, wishing they were at home, wishing they were at their kids' Christmas concert, wishing they were at their kids' soccer games. I get to help those moms leave their jobs and create an income at home that they can work from anywhere and feel good. I can make more. I've always been an entrepreneur, but I can make more money doing this than I can running my own business, working 60 hours a week. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you know that you're not just working the 8 hours a day that you're in your environment. You're taking emails, you're scheduling appointments, you're doing market research, you're advertising, you're marketing. There's so many more things. And so I wish that people would just know that when they're getting random messages, that message, if you receive that message at a point in time where you needed to make more money, where you're struggling with your health and you were looking for a solution, maybe it's just time for a change and you're sick and tired of doing everything the way that you think it should be done. You're sick and tired of working really, really hard and not being able to get ahead. That one message could be the answer to your prayers. And if you are stubborn, like I was for 2 years, and just scoffed it off and thought, yeah, I'm not doing that, or there's nobody making any money that, or like I am a business owner, I'm too busy, blah, 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 all the stuff that we tell ourselves. My point is that you need to start asking questions if this is something that you need. You need to have honest conversations with real people. We're real people that are, hey, puppies. We're real people that have decided to opt out of the 9 to 5 and live a life that we are absolutely in love with because we didn't care what anybody thought. Because we didn't care what our friends thought, because we didn't care what our families thought, because we didn't care what anyone thought. And here we are, 3.5 years later, living a life of our dreams. Every morning we wake up, Ryan just finished saying to me, I'm so grateful for this life. I'm so grateful for this is where we live. I'm so grateful that we have the freedom to live like this together and have this life together. And We didn't get that before. We were tired, we were overworked, we were working around each other's schedules and around busy times of year, and then we were leaving in the winter to chase the sun when we could be enjoying it right now. And not only that, but we can afford the extras. We can afford the extra vacations. We can afford the things that we couldn't do before. So when you see that message come through, take a second look. Stop and take a breath and take a second look. Start asking questions if this is something that you need. Again, if it's not something that you need right now, tuck it in your back pocket, because every 3 to 6 months, life will shift and change, and there may be a need for this in the future. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please comment below or send me a PM. I'm always happy to discuss. What I do may or may not be for you, but it's worth hearing somebody out if you're looking for a solution, because I really like working in a t-shirt and shorts in the sunshine. I really love working in my PJs in front of the fire with a cup of coffee in the winter, listening to the rain come down on the roof. Like, I am so grateful that this is what my life looks like, and I will continue to reach out to people on social media. I'll continue to offer this opportunity, because if it wasn't offered to me, my life wouldn't look like this. And I thank God every day that it does. So hope that makes sense. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you have any questions, reach out. But go rock and roll this week. I hope you're in love with your life just like I'm in love with mine. Bye for now.